Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we are giving our first impressions of Khora, Rise of an Empire. And this is actually my second impression, but I think the first time I played it with Pepper was like almost, probably longer than I think. I was going to say 2 years ago, but it might be 3, 4. I don't know. It's been a while. And I've meant to get it back to the table with you at some point, because I thought you were at least interested, maybe based on the cover, kind of the theme name. And yeah, I don't know. It was kind of on the bottom shelf of shame, just sitting. I don't know. We gotta do something about that bottom shelf, because some games have to go down there because I've got so many of them, and when they go down there, they never get picked up.
I ain't touching this.
They never get picked up. I should put my favorite games on there, but then I get worried that it'll flood in the basement. But no. So I played this one a while ago. I think I enjoyed myself, so I was like, hopefully. I couldn't remember exactly how it was played or how it went.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, hopefully we will end up liking this one. And yeah, we ended up playing it. And yeah, what kind of game would you say it was, Maggie?
You're not going to describe it at all?
I'll let you describe it.
I don't know if I can describe it.
You don't know if you can describe it, Maggie.
It's a game.
You can describe it.
It's a track game.
It's a game where you are rolling these dice and doing some action selection.
Yeah.
You're rolling 2 dice, typically. You could get up to 3, potentially. And then you've got these actions numbered 0 to 6, and you assign each die one of the actions, and if the action is more than the die value, then you have to pay with this kind of population resource, essentially. The difference to be able to actually play that, and kind of the higher actions, I would say, are typically the better ones.
Yep.
So,
for sure.
yeah, and then, using those actions, you're gaining coins, or you're gaining kind of military power, you're gaining various
tokens,
different things. You're playing cards. You're upgrading your civilization, kind of doing those different things. So pretty simple actions. And yeah, you kind of just all simultaneously do them and then flip them over, and then you just go from 0 to 6 and kind of trigger them off with whoever picked whatever. We played it as a 2-player game, so it was really just the 2 of us, whatever we ended up picking. The lowest ones would go first, trigger off, and then go to the next and the next. So it's pretty quick in that sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, outside of that, you're trying to go up tracks, trying to get glory, trying to kind of win battle. I don't know if it's battles or what it is necessarily that you're
military might,
and yeah, trying to score as many points as you can.
Get the laurels. Get all the laurels.
Get all the laurels.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess what did you think as you were learning the game, Maggie?
Well, like you said, I saw.
Did you think the production was decent?
Yeah. So I mean, I saw the cover of it, and I don't usually point out games to you that are on the shelf of shame and are like, ooh, that one. But I know I consciously told you this one time, and I was like, I'd like to play that one. The cover looks really cool. Then I think we watched a video on YouTube for how to play it, and I loved all the pieces in it. When I came and sat at the table, you had already had it set up, and like, there's this beautiful peach color that I got to play. I love it when they do, like, not the primary colors. These really nice mini dice and that peachy see-through thing, and just really great artwork, and tokens and double-layered boards for those one-tracks and stuff. So just really overall an excellent production on this game. Unfortunately, the gameplay did not match the production of the game. And I gotta say, I was highly disappointed in this game. Like, highly. Like, it was such a letdown. It had all of, like, the things to be, like, a good game, I feel like. And it just tanked for me after about the second turn. And there are 9 rounds. And so, after about this, I think it was during the first initial bit of the second round, I looked over and I was like, oh, I've messed up and there's no getting back from this. So I was like, oh no. I mean, I tried, and I don't think it worked to catch up with you. Nope. But, yeah, that was just painful. Really painful.
No, I would 100% agree, because I was on the other end of that, and I felt like after that first round, or maybe second round, whatever it was, I was like, yeah, this isn't going to be good. Just because I'm like, oh, she's going to hate this game, because there are kind of these milestone things that you're trying to complete, and just the setup that I had pretty much meant I was going to win 3 or 4 of them before you could get to them. If you can win them in the same time, then you both will claim them. So if you can kind of match that, but I knew I was in a position that was ahead of you on like 3 of them all at once, and there was really nothing you could do to outdo that. And that is probably the biggest thing with this game, biggest negative, is there's this, I don't know if it's luck factor or what you want to call it necessarily, but with your die rolls, with the cards that you receive,
well, it's a race. It's a race to the same 5 or 6 things every game. So you're always going to be motivated to go for certain things. And on top of that, there's end game or end round events that happen, and they are almost solely military based. Which means that only 1 track out of 5 tracks really matters. And like, so if you don't know that, you're just like, if you don't, I was taking military every time, and I could not catch up with you after missing
I did not
1
remember.
or 2 rounds.
I did not remember that, to be fair.
Horrible.
But once we played it, I was like, oh yes, I remember that now.
I don't blame you at all.
And I just happened to get ahead, and then I kept rolling. Kind of the military was, I think, value 4, so I kept rolling high enough that I could just keep taking it, and we were just kind of going up at the same time.
Every time, one of my 2 actions had to be military, which basically means like the rest of it just is non-essential compared to that. And so it just was like, how do you even play this game knowing that one always must be military and the rest can be whatever to help you get, but at the same time you have to balance. Not that it's super necessary, because you really only just get either a laurel increase or a tax increase to get money, but you're going to want to go for those milestone things. And so it's like, one of them I think is military. So it's just like, you're going to play the same game every time, just about. The only difference is what cards you use to get there, but it's going to be the same push every time on this game. And I was just like, wow, I can see how you, not even knowing that the military was key or remembering that, like, and having that, oh my god. If I brought this to somebody right now and was like, hey, let's play this game, like, they'd be dead. Like, I would just go full military, and there'd be no coming back from that. Like, it's a good way to win $50 off someone if you're trying to sandbag or something. But, yeah, it just, I mean, I think it is really simulation based. Like, I really truly feel like thematically it makes a lot of sense. Like, if you were an ancient, like, civilization trying to expand, like Corinth, or I don't even know who you played, but I was Corinth.
I don't remember.
Like, you have to have military in order to be successful and have the tax and the citizens and all this stuff. So I thought, like, thematically it's really great and stuff, but like, no, there is not a lot that's going to change. Not a lot.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very vital point too. The thing is, those end game round the end of round things are, not.
And then they punish you.
I don't know. I didn't love that.
They punish you.
They punish you for being
not
last.
being the first in the military.
I think
I was punished, even though I was trying everything I could and I couldn't get up there. I was punished.
Since so many of them were military based, I'm surprised that whoever's in last doesn't get like a couple military for the future.
I got
because they are so
away.
military based.
I got coins taken away. I got pushed back on the military track for being the lowest. I was like, I don't even know. I got pushed back on the military. You remember that?
I don't remember that part.
I got pushed back like 2 for being lower than you. Oh my god, I was like, there's nothing I could do.
I think I probably ended up liking it more than you, even if I hadn't won. Because it's a quick system. If it was a long system, then it would be not good at all.
Which sucks, because I think the gameplay really is.
I think they have a game there, and it's unfortunately just broken by a couple things.
Except for that.
That, and then, like, unfortunately, if you did just roll low dice over and over and over,
which I did,
I think you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think you, because
Yep.
you only get so many of those mitigating things. And yes, one of the actions you can take gives you more of them, but if if you just kept rolling 1s and 2s, there's only so much that you're going to be able to do. I mean, you could use your 1 die to get the mitigation and then change the other one to a high one, but if someone else has 2 high rolled dice, they don't have to waste a turn doing that, and they could just... And because there's 18, it's like... I think that's a short enough... Well, 18 dice total rolled. Well, unless you get a 3rd die. You can get a 3rd die, which maybe...
Which, if you go for that, then, like, you'll get an extra thing, but it's going to take you too long to get there, so you have to go for military.
You could have gone up there earlier.
I could have, but then I would... Well, I guess I lost military the whole way anyway, so...
Right. So maybe if you had done that, you would have had 3 actions. Maybe it would have changed it. So maybe that's one viable option, but... Yeah, I remember, I didn't remember, but I looked back at the scoring of the first game that I played with Pepper, and I had beat him 180 to 90. So,
I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a similar thing, but this does feel like one of those possible runaway leader style games, and it's just unfortunate because it is a great production, and yeah, there's some good stuff there. There's just a couple of those things that can just ruin the experience.
Yeah.
But I guess what does that put you at for a score?
I mean, I'd probably give it maybe a 4.
Okay.
Which is not so good, but would play it again. And I would only play it again to see if I'm completely wrong about this. But the fact that you outscored Jesse by 90 points in your first game really leads me to believe that there's something wrong with this game.
Yeah. So, I don't even remember what I did, because my score in the second game, I scored about what Jesse scored in the first game. So I don't know what the difference was.
What did I score this game? I
think you had like 70 or 60. It was closer than...
I wasn't 90 points behind
No, you weren't anywhere near that.
So, I mean, I tried. I was really trying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I'd give it a 4, and then if it really, truly, like, cannot be mitigated, definitely would give it lower than that. But based on this, I mean, I'm not willing to say that everything was completely the game's fault, but I think it was more the game's fault than it was my fault. So
yeah,
I'll give it a 4.
I'll probably give this one a 6. I think when I looked at Board Game Geek at my original rating, I gave it a 7. So probably came down a little bit for me just because of those factors. And I'm like, I don't know.
One step. I wish you would have been the one who was behind the entire game.
I would have been fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah, you still probably would have won.
Doing whatever I could do. Don't try to win.
I tried.
But no, yeah. I think it still could be an audience for it, but just know that going in that there might be specific paths you have to follow. There's going to be some luck of the dice a little bit in certain circumstances. Sometimes luck of the cards, too. You might get a great card right off the bat and be able to get that built and utilize that for the rest of the game. I had one of those, which was really helpful, saving me a lot of money. And yeah, I don't know if you had any like that gave you kind of a good ongoing thing, but
nope.
Some luck factors in this one. But yeah, you can check out our unboxing video of this one for all the I think pretty good. Maybe not really maybe not excellent, but
yeah. The 90 as the score track, like it goes 1 to 90.
Yeah, it is. Who even thought that?
Just bad.
90. Yeah, I forgot about that. That is. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's just like, why? I don't know.
Why?
But yeah, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for future content. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.